Hello and welcome back to Langmaster Learning System. I'm Liesl. Today, we will keep practicing listening skills with short stories. Please pay attention because we are about to start. The painter. Johnny is really into drawing. He wants to be a painter in the future, so he makes a plan for himself. He buys palette and paint and joins a drawing class to learn from the experiences of other artists. Then, when he has his own reputation as an artist, he will open an art exhibition for himself. Homework. Anna needs to take the final exam next week, but it's too hard for her to self-study as she used to skip classes and doesn't have all the notes and materials to learn. So she asks one of her friends to help her with it. He agrees, but he wants her to treat him to dinner. She agrees, and they start revising all of the lessons. Volunteer work. Andy is a boy who has a heart of gold. He often takes part in volunteer work to assist people living under the poverty line. He donates his money, his clothes, and even buys them some food and other necessities. They appreciate Andy a lot, as he is so kind. He helps them solve their biggest problems. My daily work. I am a lawyer. My daily work is to solve others' disputes. I assist them in finding evidence to help them win their case. Apart from that, I also need to give them legal advice so that they can have a good grasp of their own issues and know how to protect themselves and avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Family. David lives with his parents in a small house. His family is very poor. However, David never feels ashamed of it, as he understands that his parents have to deal with many obstacles to bring him up. That was the reason why he loves them a lot. He has set a goal for himself to assist his parents somehow in the future when he grows up. Fortune. A rich entrepreneur lived with his family. He successfully made a large fortune. However, when he grew old, he was tortured by a fatal illness. The doctor said he only had 3 days left. On his last day, he spoke to his son. His son was his only heir. He said to his son that he wanted to split his inheritance equally between all of the family members. The son agreed and promised to do so. When the entrepreneur passed away, his wife wanted to keep all of the inheritance. Nevertheless, his son disagreed as he wanted to keep his promise to his father. Therefore, In the end, the fortune was split between all of the family members, from young to old. One day, a fortune teller dropped by his family. He saw the entrepreneur's son and said the future of the entrepreneur's son would be so bright, as this was a gift God would bestow upon him. The Hunter and the Dragon. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful kingdom where fighting, wars, and battles occurred every day. However, deep in the forest, there was a poor hunter who lived alone. One day, he went out hunting. While taking a break, sitting under a big oak tree, he saw something large and burning fly overhead. The brave hunter decided to figure out what that thing was. He moved closer until he could see it more clearly. It was a giant thing that looked like a reptile with huge wings on its back. It was still breathing. He immediately recognized that it was the mighty dragon spoken about in myths and legends. Suddenly, he heard a voice inside his head. The voice was in pain and begged for his help. He somehow knew it was the dragon. He hesitated for a while, but eventually got over his apprehension and helped the dragon to heal. It took the dragon 3 months to fully recover. After everything, in order to thank the hunter for his kindness, the dragon granted the hunter 3 wishes. The hunter said he only needed 1 wish, as he was very satisfied with his life. He wished for peace in his kingdom and that it would last forever. The dragon agreed. After one night, all of the fighting, battles, and wars in the kingdom stopped. On that day, the king of the kingdom was very surprised. That evening, when the king was asleep, he dreamt about a giant dragon. The dragon told him about the hunter's wish. The king was very touched. In the morning, he decided to find the hunter and asked the hunter if he would marry one of his lovely daughters. The lonely hunter, he knew this was a great honor, therefore became the husband of a beautiful princess, and they lived happily ever after. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this video is really going to help you practice your listening skills. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And do tell me what kind of stories you'd like to listen to next. And goodbye.